So when I first got this SA-35 from Springfield Armory and I did all my testing and range work and did a review with it, I remember thinking, I don't know how this could have been done any better. I mean, they did such a fantastic job of staying true to the original design and then taking, you know, what John Moses Browning had started with and making it a very viable modern handgun with modern manufacturing, tightening the tolerances, and just doing a beautiful, beautiful job. But of course it can, as most things can be, made a little bit better if you put a little ingenuity behind it, and that's exactly what the folks at Apex did with this Magwell. The list of necessary features for a handgun has changed a little bit since the beginning of the 20th century, and while most of us love the vintage guns and respectable copies thereof, we're also a bit spoiled by some of today's more common features. In combination with the Magwell, of course, are the magazines. There's a 17 rounder with a slightly extended base plate and a 19 rounder with a very extended base plate. One such feature is the modern oversized magazine well, and by extension, get it? Extension? the larger capacity magazines. Enter Apex Tactical Specialties, one of the most respected names in the aftermarket. Apex has been making upgraded improvement kits for guns for years, probably best known for their triggers. For the Springfield SA-35, Apex is now offering a custom Magwell and extended magazines, and in partnership with Lock Grips, new grip panels to go with it. Full transparency, Apex provided a kit to me so that I could install it and test it out, but this video is not sponsored and I was not compensated. Nobody gets to preview the video and offer any opinions except for my loyal Patreon supporters. The Magwell kit includes the black oxide finished magazine well that's milled from stress-proof steel billet and the roll pin for installation. If you're planning to install the Magwell on a BHP, a Browning high power, or a Gerson frame, you'll also need a drill bit, anchor bushings, and a socket head screw, all of which are provided. This is a custom fit installation and you'll also need a proper file. Apex sells a 4-inch pillar file that's perfect for the job if you don't have one, and I would recommend getting it. Removing some material for a perfect fit is really all that's needed in the way of hard work. The Magwell is secured in place by the provided roll pin through an existing hole in the frame. You'll also need a good set of grip panels that are made to fit the new Magwell, and as I mentioned, Apex is partnered with my friends at Lock Grips. You can get a set of their fantastic grips when you order your parts from Apex. If you want to order the grips separately from Lock, you can do that too. And if you do, remember to use the discount code JUSTIN10 so that you can save 10%. That's an affiliate code, so it also helps this channel. Of course, a Magwell isn't much use if you don't have an extended magazine for it, and you can get those from Apex at the same time that you order your Magwell. And it's important to know that once you install the Magwell, the standard SA-35 magazines are no longer going to fit, going to be a little bit too short. So be sure you do get those mags. This is not an installation or a how-to video, but I'll give you a brief description of the parts in the process. It involves doing some fitting, using a file and ensuring the factory frame is perfectly flat. If you're not comfortable doing that kind of work, I would recommend getting a gunsmith to do it for you. Also, Apex has experts available to help and they provide great instructions. Once installed, the Apex Magwell blends extremely well with the SA-35 frame. So well, in fact, that it looks like it was factory installed. The finish is a dead match and the dimensions are perfect. The lock grips are a perfect touch and they're custom designed to fit this configuration perfectly. I'm a big fan of the palm swell style of lock grips, you've probably heard me say, and I love the way it makes the SA-35 feel in the hand. As for the magazines, they function perfectly as one would expect. At the range, I was really able to appreciate the changes. Of course, it's nice having more capacity when you need it, and a Magwell for faster reloads, but I was most pleased with the ergonomics. The Magwell gives the pinky of my support hand a nice ledge to wedge into, which keeps my two-hand grip tight and consistent. The lock grips make the gun fill the hand in just the right places while keeping it nice and thin where reaching the controls is important. If you want to increase the capacity and performance of the SA-35, maybe even use it as your match gun, or if you just want to modernize a classic design, the Apex Magwell and extra capacity magazines are a great way to do it. The Magwell kit is $200. The magazines are $65 for the 17 round and $75 for the 19 round. The lock grips start at $80. I'm extremely pleased with the results of adding this accessory to the SA-35. But I can't say I'm surprised because, after all, it's Apex Tactical and lock grips. They make some of the best quality parts in the aftermarket. This Magwell is very tasteful, and it manages to modernize the gun's design and function without spoiling its vintage look and heritage. Big thumbs up from me, and I think somewhere John Moses is also nodding his approval. This is just an opinion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.